Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's the show. So with that, you know, we talk about Puffy and the Puffy freak off, and we're talking about R. Kelly. You got, you know, they try to throw Bill Cosby in there, but it's a lot of names that they throwing up there that's supposedly doing these type of parties that are melanated people. But yet, these melanated people are all poor people with talent who was given wealth from colonizers who control the wealth, who brought them up there into their fold, who put them a part of their sororities, frats, and Freemason, you know, secret societies. So with that stated, why nobody talking about Pizzagate anymore? The sexual scandal of Pizzagate. You can look it up yourself. Or the mega rich sex orgies and sex trafficking, in the sense of what they be doing with the sex parties as mega super rich people. They don't talk about these things, you know, but these things are a real reality when you look into it yourself and start to self-investigate some of the information that you can find from whistleblowers and others that actually either work around that stuff and or took part in it or even seen it. But it's a lot of stuff going on with the super wealthy that you and I will never know because we don't go to mansion parties. You know, but at these mansion parties, there are things that are happening in the form of satanic worship, in the form of Baphomet ghost god worship, you know, spiritual demonic worship. All this stuff is actually happening in the wealthy and rich realm of their reality of being the super rich. And we don't really get to hear about all these different things because to be a whistleblower is to be blown away. Just like that. You know, so you got to be real careful with what you put your neck into, because at the end of the day, if you look too far into things that you can't protect yourself from, then you can just disappear. And this is some of the realities of what's going on up there. But don't never ever think that somebody like a poor person like Puffy, who had talent, who was given wealth and brought up into the fold, is the sole proprietor of these type of freak-offs. No, freak-offs been going on ever since the slave camps and before. It's a culture coming from the colonizers. Let's just be real. You know, because at the end of the day, when you look back and you chase down different cultures, because history, even though it's been rewritten in the sense of he who wins the war get to rewrite history, you can still find inklings of history telling you what was going on. You know, they even found a temple that was rebrought to society out in India, and the whole temple was a freak off. Like all on the walls, the hieroglyphics, everything was just, it was mind-boggling. So even that showing you, they was like what, 10,000 years ago, they showing you they was partying back then. Let's just be real. And now that they get caught, based off of them being caught in the party, now they want to all play like they was victimized. They're victims of the party. But you and I know, we all been young before. And at the end of the day, if you a clubber and you've been out to party, you know sometimes they throw those after-hour parties. And the after-hour party be a scale up from the party that you was at. And that's just the reality to it. And because of it, if the party you at is lit and on fire and you having a great time there, then guess what? When they announce the after-hour party, most people that's feeling themselves and feeling good about themselves, and they gonna probably pop off and shoot to the after-hour party. And if it's popping like the other party was, you stepping in there. And depending on what you about and where you stand is depending on how you want to interact in that party. That's just the reality to it. And if there's money on the table and you about getting that cash, getting that dollar, and you can push your morals to the side for just one moment, guess what? You're going to be in a freak off. And that's just what it is. Now, the key is you trying to do it behind closed doors at the party where you don't think it is going to leak out and nobody else in mainstream society or at the businesses in the offices that you're from is going to find out about it. You trying to party in a disclosed motherfucking environment that you hoping that it be. And then you find out somebody like a Puffy is video recording it. Now you like this. Because you don't want everybody to know that you was freaking off voluntarily or for that bag. So now out of nowhere, you talking, oh, I was assaulted. I was drugged. But you came to the after hour party already leaning, already on that lean, because you was partying at the other party. And a lot of people know if you go into the club, 9 times out of 10 you on that Henny, you on that Ciroc, you on that weed, you on that lean, you on that popping those pills, you on that doing those lines, like Cat Williams said. Much stuff be going on. So when you find out it's a video about what was going on, now out of nowhere you want to point the finger. You want to point the finger as if it like you wasn't in the party voluntarily having a great time and doing all the freaky deaky stuff that the freaky deaky dudes actually do. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere now you a victim. Well, we already know you can't have a Playboy Mansion and Playboy itself, Hugh Hefner, who got away with all what he was doing. You heard? And all the clients that went to his, you heard? So when you think about this stuff, no, super wealthy and wealthy been throwing these type of parties for years, ever since money been money. And it's just what it is. And if you think anything other than that, then you're already blind to what's really going on. And with that, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it. But that is the question. You let me know. Peace, peace.